When Meghan was pregnant with Archie during the Harry and Meghan documentary that all of us have seen, my family, something happened. Her friends were concerned about Meghan because of the abuse, the smear campaign, the hate campaign towards her. They told Meghan, the palace is not protecting you. That's what they told Meghan. And Meghan saw what was happening. And her friends wanted Meghan to just get away from the abuse, even just for a moment. And so they organized a party, a place where they can meet up as friends, show Meghan love, Archie's baby shower, their unborn child's baby shower. And my family, in that trip that Meghan took to New York City, Meghan was castigated, attacked by the UK tabloid press. They made it look like, Meghan was using taxpayer money. That's how they made it look like. And that was a moment of frustration and pain, that Meghan felt. And Meghan, even, no wonder they covered it in the Harry and Meghan documentary. Because that was painful. A painful moment. No taxpayer money was used. Then why go after Meghan Markle? They went after Meghan Markle because abusers, when they feel like their scapegoat has gotten away from them, they get angry, anxious, even afraid that they might lose the scapegoat. And that's why, I feel the tabloid media, the William, the Kate Middleton, briefed even more against Meghan Markle over the baby shower. And they made it look like the taxpayer was footing the bill, which wasn't true, which was not true. And this part I haven't discussed from the Harry and Meghan documentary that I wanted to talk about today. Hello, my name is Brian. Welcome back to Sussex Squad Family TV on YouTube. Now, my family, it was painful watching what had happened. And it showed, the smear campaign that was ongoing against Meghan Markle. When a pregnant woman was just escaping abuse, just for a moment, how the tabloid media, were angry, upset, bitter about it. Because Meghan's friends organized a party in an expensive place in New York City, an expensive place. My family, tabloids, and even the farm have done everything in their power. Even when Meghan was joining the royal family, they did everything in their power to ensure that Meghan was separated from people that she knew. It's clear to me that the royal family knew just what they were doing. They were building up Meghan Markle only to break her apart. Because that's exactly what they did. And be wary, because I see that they're doing the same thing with Prince Louis, William and Kate's child called Louis. Because that's what I'm seeing. Oh, Louis steals the show. They're building him up. The same people praising him today, in a couple of years from now, will be trashing him, abusing him, insulting him, calling him all the manner of demeaning names. Mark these words, because from what I've seen within the royal family, they like to repeat history. They love to repeat history. That is what they love. And my family, when a victim of abuse escapes abuse, the abuser becomes concerned, becomes worried, because even Diana said this. Let me use what Diana said, because I'm happy because even Harry and Meghan used Diana's words on the Panorama interview. Let me use Diana's words. Diana said these words, and I quote, in the Panorama interview. She was asked, why do Charles' friends why do they want to put you in a mental institution? Because that's what they wanted to do. They painted Diana as someone who was mentally unstable. That's how they painted Diana as being. That is what they did to her. In response, Diana said this: it's easier to break someone's character by isolating that person. My family, and in the history of the royal family, in how they abuse women, this strategy, it never ever changes. For someone who has seen how they engage in their behaviors, their strategy doesn't change when they smear you. When they come after you, the strategy remains the same. Same tactics are being employed that were employed against Diana are being employed against Meghan Markle. So my family, as Diana said, it's easier to break someone's character when you have isolated that person. It is the same thing that they were doing to Meghan Markle. No wonder they told Meghan Markle, Ashley cannot come to the wedding. Why? Because of Samantha Markle's attacks towards you. You know? And Meghan didn't know what they were doing. She didn't. How could she? But clearly, they were setting her up to run those narratives. You know, why was only your mom present at the wedding? You know, that is what they did, my family. And my family, make no mistake about one thing. Tabloids have done everything in their power to destroy Meghan's relationship with people like Thomas Markle. That is what tabloid media have done. Because they were the ones who did it. My family, you know, Harry said that, you know, he was sorry because if Meghan had not, you know, been with me, then she would still have had her dad. Listen, I don't agree with that. You know, it's true, yes. It's true. In a way, yes. 100% it is true. However, if Thomas Markle did not want to lose Meghan Markle, all he needed to do is simply not work with people who are conspiring against his daughter. My family, you know, they have been running this narrative that Meghan is still angry about what Thomas Markle did with staging paparazzi photos. And that is what they have been running with. And that's not true. Why? Based on Harry and Meghan's texts that were shown, even in the court even. Harry tried to reach out to help Thomas Markle. He refused Harry's help. He refused. So clearly, Meghan and Harry forgave Thomas Markle for what had happened with the staging of paparazzi photos. However, from what Thomas Markle said in an interview with Sunrise, he said there was a plot to stop Meghan's wedding to Prince Harry. A plot that clearly he took part in. And that's why I'm saying that if Thomas Markle wanted to be in Meghan's life, he would have been. But what he wanted was money. Doria even said that she was offered money. Paparazzi came to her home and said that, listen, you can make a lot of money in this. And I'm assuming they did the same thing with Thomas Markle. For Thomas Markle, he took the money. Doria did not take the money. And he said that, listen, this is my child, Doria said. So my family, if he wanted truly to be in Meghan's life, he would have been. It isn't Harry's fault or Meghan's fault. It is the tabloid media. It is the Jason North. It is the palace that Thomas Markle said that the palace owes me. Why? Because they conspired together to stop Meghan's wedding. In exchange, they would pay Thomas Markle money. And clearly, that did not work out. And my family, back to this, issue of isolation. It's clear what they wanted to do. It's clear what they were doing. They were isolating Meghan Markle from anyone around her. Oh, she doesn't have any friends. Even a carnival of so-called experts, I remember, Robert Jobson, said that Meghan had dropped her friends. Meghan did not have any friends. And when you look at what had happened, with Jason North assured editors of the Daily Mail that Meghan's friends, who clearly, even in the Harry and Meghan documentary, say that they intervened to show Meghan support because of the damaging articles that were being written about Meghan Markle. To tell people that she is a human being, she is more than just a name printed by tabloids. She's a human being. That is what they wanted to show. To which Jason North assured the editors, Daily Mail, that look, Meghan's friends would not intervene. As you can see from that conspiracy that was happening, the war against Meghan Markle by the palace, by William, by Kate Middleton, it was clear they wanted Meghan isolated to break her apart. That is what they were doing. For those who can see and understand, what is happening, this strategy in destroying women in the royal family, it does not change. This strategy does not change. They're repeating what they did to Diana. My family, I want you to hear my family, a source of frustration for Meghan Markle on the party that her friends held for her. Because all Meghan wanted to do is just get away from the abuse, have a happy moment. And tabloids, what they wanted, William and Kate Middleton, what they wanted is to ensure the public had the perception that Meghan had no friends. I mean, that can't work when you have her friends organizing a party for her in New York City. That can't work because that is what they wanted to do. My family, and that's exactly what they did. Now, I want you to be able to see what had happened, my family. Please kindly take a look at this. The smear campaign against Meghan Markle in full force at what they did to her to ruin any form of happy moment for Meghan Markle. It is what happens when a scapegoat dares to step out of the environment of abuse that they wanted her to be in. My family, kindly look at this, please.
My girlfriend surprised me with a really beautiful baby shower in New York. They're like, we're gonna shower her with love and shower her baby, and she's gonna survive this. We're gonna get through it with her.
We are gonna shower her with love, and she's gonna get through this. My family, that part tells you of what Meghan was already up against while pregnant at the time. While pregnant, it's important for me to emphasize that Meghan was pregnant at the time to show you one thing. Tabloids, William, Kate Middleton did not care that Meghan was carrying Harry's child when abusing Meghan Markle, when working hand in hand with the UK press to leak stories and plant stories against Meghan Markle in a bid to ruin her and destroy Meghan Markle. My family, it was a full-on smear campaign against Meghan Markle. And that's all they wanted to do, to make Meghan happy. And tabloids, William, Kate Middleton, wanted to ruin that moment, Meghan's happy moment. No wonder even, a little later on, after this event, you could hear from the tabloid media saying that William is not happy at the budget spent, by Meghan Markle in this New York trip, hosted for a friend for the baby shower. They were talking about costs in which the taxpayer did not even foot those costs. My family, please continue hearing this.
Really magical time of just us just celebrating her.
It was just so cool and so fun to just try to have an intimate moment. I don't think I understood that there was no intimate moment that one could have.
That turned into a thing.
Some reports criticized the extravagance.
Ostentation.
Some of the world's biggest stars
A show-off moment.
traveling home in style.
Clooney's private jet, not too shabby. It was so wrong. These independent, strong, successful women choose to use their own money, and it's not taxpayer money, to throw a party for their friend from a place of love. Why are you taking such a beautiful moment and trying to ruin it?
Why are you taking such a beautiful moment and trying to ruin it? With headlines like UK backlash at Meghan's lavish baby shower. UK backlash at Meghan's lavish baby shower. These beautiful, independent, successful women, Meghan's friends, Serena Williams, Abigail Spencer, you have Jessica Mulroney, you have Amal Clooney, who are right there to support Meghan Markle. Not a penny of taxpayer money was even used. And the tabloid media wanted to ruin that moment. Meghan's friends spent their own money to make Meghan, tell Meghan, listen, you are gonna get through this. We support you. We love you. We are here for you. That's all they wanted to do. Shower Meghan with love, as you've heard. That's all they wanted to do. But the talk became anger at Meghan's lavish baby shower. The extravagance. How could she? My family, when they see a successful black woman thriving, being happy, my family, there is bound to be backlash. There is bound to be anger from these Karens, from Kay Moulton, from William, angry. And they ran with this story for weeks. And yet, not saying one important detail. The taxpayer did not foot the bill for Meghan's baby shower. Why not run with that? Why not say that? Why won't media outlets even talk about this? Now, why won't they say, listen, why won't they have a segment talking about this part? While Meghan is in pain, the tabloid media wants to ruin a happy moment. The palace wants to ruin a happy moment which Meghan, surprised by her friends, just to share, a moment with Meghan. To make Meghan happy, to shower her with love. Coming from a good place, a place of love for Meghan, to make her happy. To tell her she'll get through this abuse, this insults from the tabloids, this smear campaign from the palace, just to tell Meghan, you'll get through this. And the tabloids wanted to ruin that happy moment. Meghan's happy moment of joy. Do you see what Meghan was up against? Tabloids won't discuss this. They won't have a segment discussing this. That's why we have to discuss this moment. We have to. Because they'll be more focused on how Meghan did not know how to do a curtsy, rather than these important moments where they treated Meghan cruelly, unfairly. Yet somehow they complained when Meghan said, when Harry said that, I'm taking my family out of here. We are leaving. Then they became angry. Like, how dare she leave? Meghan is stealing our Harry. If you wanted someone to stay where you are, all you needed to do is simply treat that person well, with dignity, with respect. That's all you needed to do. But the racism was too strong from the tabloids from the royal family that they couldn't control their racism towards Meghan Markle. And this moment, hearing from Meghan, I was driving at the time when I was hearing this. This moment, I've been saying, I want to talk about it. I kept on pushing and pushing it day after day. And today I said, I'll cover this moment because this was an important moment that also made me feel pain in my heart because of what they did to Meghan Markle. Because they couldn't stand seeing a mixed race, light-skinned black woman having something special, having a lavish party, And my family, no wonder even when Harry and Meghan did the Frogmore Cottage renovations, Frogmore Cottage that looks like a servant quarters, they were so bitter because they did that renovation. £2.4 million in renovations. Yet, other members of the royal family do the same thing. William, Kate Middleton moved to their fourth home, taxpayer funded. You hear shh, no complaints, nothing, no complaints, one bit. My family, no complaints. Why? Because William and Kate Middleton constantly leak stories against Harry and Meghan. So don't talk about what they did. Don't cover what they're saying. My family don't cover the hypocrisy. So William continues to be protected. My family, it has been frustration after frustration that Harry and Meghan have experienced from the royal family and also from the UK press. Frustration after frustration after frustration. And what they did was just wrong. What they did was just wrong. Let me repeat this part, please.
Independent, strong, successful women choose to use their own money, and it's not taxpayer money, to throw a party for their friend from a place of love. Why are you taking such a beautiful moment and trying to ruin it?
They knew that they didn't want to bring Archie up in this frenzy that they lived in.
So then to suddenly have my grandmother go, there's a house, Frogmore Cottage, it's available, are you interested? Yes, please.
Yes. It was a place where we had...
Frogmore Cottage, a place whereby Harry and Meghan had so many memories. Many memories. Full of love. My family, full of so much love. And the tabloid media also wanted to ruin that moment, and they ruined that moment. A house that doesn't even belong to Harry and Meghan, property of the crown, property of the reigning monarch, now belongs to King Charles. Property scheduled for renovations, they complained, whined, moaned about. Why? Because they couldn't stand seeing a mixed race, light-skinned black woman having nice things. They couldn't stand seeing that, something that looks like a servant quarters being at least upgraded into a proper house for Harry and Meghan to live in. They couldn't stand that. And morning shows every day was like, why did you do the renovations? Taxpayer money used. Yet forgetting that every member of the royal family receives money from the crown estate for renovations, for anything that they can use, for money to use. And yet they only had a complaint with the mixed race black woman where she lived. My family, if you are any single person out there who are still wondering why Harry and Meghan left the UK, come on. By now you must understand why Harry and Meghan left the UK. The receipts are out there. Harry and Meghan showed you the receipts of why they had to leave, and they made the right proper decision to protect their mental health, to protect themselves from what they were facing. And they did the right thing. Protect their mental health. Protect their children. Because if you can't protect yourself, then who else is going to protect you? Who else? Because clearly, the order in Prince Harry's life was always that he is, tabloid media are free to do anything they want to Harry. Because no such deal was ever made to protect Prince Harry. And no such deals will ever be made to protect Charlotte or Louis. And that's why, you know, it's sad really what William did. Instead of ending generational suffering, poor treatment of members of the royal family, William clearly saw to it that it continues. And in the future, it will happen to his own kids or even the spouses of his kids. My family, it's sad to know that. Sad to know that, my family. That what they do will soon have an effect on their own kids. It's sad really because instead of ending generational suffering, William saw to it that it continues. And because of it, even his own children will pay for William's own action. Because what I'm saying is that Louis is being built up. And we all know what happens when you build, you know, a member of the royal family who is lower in the line of succession than George. What happens? We all know what will happen to Louis in the future. He will be targeted. The same people praising him right now that are doing PR for him, oh, Louis is still in the show, will be the same ones abusing Louis. The sad thing is that is what is going to happen. And all because of William. He had a chance of ending it. He had a chance of ending generational suffering, but he chose not to. He chose that it continues. And because of that, his kids will also pay the price. And I feel sad for that. I feel sad for that. I feel sad for the kids because William clearly did not think about his own children. The effect him going after Harry will have towards his own kids, like Louis or Charlotte. My family, it also tells you that the person who William truly is, he clearly isn't a good man. My family, I have told you of the many sufferings that both Harry and Meghan have gone through. Especially more so Meghan. Even when escaping from abuse, she wasn't even allowed to have just a moment of happiness. She was not allowed. Yet someone still out there thinks, why did they leave? Why did they leave? We all know the answer of why they left. Not because of privacy. They left because of abuse. Abuse, racism, insults, bullying by the UK terror media. That is why they left. Make no mistake about that. That is why Harry and Meghan left. And you've had the pay. Even when Meghan's own friends, our friends, paid for Meghan, you know, from a place of love, just for Meghan to just forget about what she's going through. Even from just about a moment, it became a problem for the UK press. They did not like that. William did not like that. Because when you want to break someone's character, it's much easier doing that when you've isolated that person. And no wonder the press likes to say that, hey, look, Meghan, you know, does not have any friends. Why do you think that they did that? That Meghan ghosts people. Why do you think they did that? They do that because they wanted Meghan isolated so they could break her character, so they could break Meghan's spirit. I'm glad that they failed. Hate will never win, my family. Hate will never win. Love wins. And Harry and Meghan have chosen love. Harry and Meghan have chosen happiness. My family, let's all endeavor to continue supporting Harry and Meghan, to fight the hate campaign and call out the unfair treatment of Harry and Meghan, because nobody talks about what Meghan said on how she was targeted, yet her friends were the ones who paid for her baby shower. The taxpayer did not foot the bill. Yet imagine being angry because someone spent money on Meghan Markle, because a friend spent money on Meghan Markle. Imagine turning that into a scandal. That is what William, Kate Middleton, the royal family, tabloids did to Meghan Markle. William also complained to the tabloid media about it. And no wonder they used William's name, that William wasn't happy about the extravagance of Meghan's baby shower. I mean, it's her baby, a moment of love. William did not want Meghan to be happy within the royal family. And clearly the problem has always been one person, William. And one day you will answer for the pain that he has caused to Harry and Meghan. Make no mistake about that. Make no mistake about that, my family. And please always choose love, not hate, my family. It's sad hearing what Harry and Meghan have been through, and shows also the unethical behavior of the UK media. I'm glad that Harry and Meghan escaped all of that, and they chose peace, they chose happiness, they chose love, and let them have all they wish for and even much more. Love, 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 love. My family, once again, I'm glad that Harry and Meghan left. And please stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever. What do you think about this kindly? Because no media outlet discusses this. No tabloid media outlet discusses this. They are more focused on bullying Meghan because she did not know how to do a curtsy. That's what they are more focused on, instead of the actual, problems, mistakes, the unethical behavior of the press. They choose not to focus on that. Let us focus on that, because those are the real issues. The unfair treatment of Meghan Markle, a mixed race, light-skinned black woman, was chased out of the royal family. That is what happened to her. Was treated unfairly. Racism is not just calling someone the N-word. No, it's how you treat someone. And Meghan was treated abhorrently. Let's have that talk. Let's have that conversation, because only then can we do better. Only then can the media landscape in the UK do better. But knowing them, clearly they will never ever change unless actual press regulations happen in the UK. My family, I will always support Meghan Markle. My family, it's the new year. I can't wait for Harry's memoir spare. And with that and so much more, may God bless Harry, Meghan, Archie, Bedan, and Doria Ragland. And stay tuned to our next video. And all of you members of the squad at home. And may you also have a happy, happy new year. Stay tuned to our next video. Love you always and forever.
Hello, members of Zesco Family TV. First of all, I want to say thank you for all your support that you give us to our channel. We don't take it for granted that you support this channel. I want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for lending out your support and fighting against injustices, supporting Prince Harry and Meghan, showing them love. Love will always triumph over evil, and for that I say thank you. Good will always prevail over bad. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for joining this community, this amazing community of Zesco Family TV. I love you so much, family, from the bottom of my heart, and I wish you all the best. May you have a great, great day. And I hope that you enjoyed this video and learned a lot of things. With that and so much more, stay tuned to our next video. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Love you, family, always and forever. Sayonara.